get set up and share the screen. Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Gotta log into my account. Yep. Okay. So let's put this guy over here. And we'll get on the charts. There. Okay. So, market's open right now. Okay, let's get set up here. 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. Is this the range really? It's really small for the NASDAQ. Anyways, that's it there. Or no, that's US30. And get all this stuff set up. Holy NASDAQ just taken off. All right, I hope it's not going for the Tokyo high right now. We don't have any news. No, it's Friday. Okay. That was weird, eh? 8 a.m. Did you see that candle at 8 a.m.? Look at the size of it. It's very strange. There was no news. All right. So, just waiting around. Let's look at this 15-minute. So, US30 trend was up and I think it actually might continue going up today. But yeah, we might come down to the VWAP or so. And the NASDAQ is in the Tokyo range there. So it got into the Tokyo range. NASDAQ is just really sideways. So the NASDAQ's probably in a stage 3. So we're probably going to go sideways. Maybe not today, have a drop, but maybe next week, NASDAQ will come down. Possibly. We will see. It pretty much has to break like this here. See this big long wick? If you get a body open below this level here, like even on the 1-minute chart, that's probably when it'll have its big pullback like that day. So we're really far away from there. This is the 15-minute chart, but yeah, I think it's in a stage 3. So let's shoot back here. Let's go. We've got this guy pretty much ready to go almost. And we got to wait for this candle to close. It's very close to the VWAP. So if we get a short, could be pretty quick. And if we get a short, probably the target's the top of the Tokyo range. If it gives a short though. Sometimes it just yeah, so there's the candle there. Sometimes it'll stop and then go back up. But we'll use this. Yeah. So we'll use this this candle here. So if we get a body open below there, this would be the target down there. Let's just scroll back. Yeah, we've got really strong support along here. But yeah, it'd probably go to the Tokyo high. Oh, there it goes. Shit, I missed the entry model that I wanted to do is buy as soon as it breaks. Anyways, we'll use the normal entry model for it. Here. So let's hope it doesn't come all the way down here before we get our entry. I wanted to do, remember the entry model I was talking about yesterday where it breaks, you just buy or you just get in the trade. So I wanted to do that, but I was way back here. I wasn't expecting it to go that quick. Yeah, so we just kind of have to wait around. It kind of sucks that it came down so much. But yeah, this next candle, hopefully it pulls back a bit and then we can actually get a better entry. But you can see, yeah, the fair value gap's at that red line. and we're almost at the freaking target. So this kind of sucks that it did that for us there. Okay. Okay. I'm going to get in a sell here. And I click the button and nothing happened. Oh, there, I'm in. Okay. So it went right into profit. I'm going to get out at these double bottom here. Okay. So pretty soon. And okay, I'm out of that trade. So I made a whole. Do you guys like seeing my profit balance? Because I can show it, but I know for some people they don't like to see other people make money. There you go. There's today. 1,769. I think I was at 1,069 yesterday. There. You can just see the end of yesterday's video. But yeah, that was $700 trade because I'm on such a big account. But yeah. Okay. So that was pretty quick, but equal bottoms. That's what I was looking for. And then this overall, guys, I still feel we're gonna get a bounce off this red line and then come down. Um, let's go with the NASDAQ. Let's just take a look at it. So we've got another pretty much 9 minutes for this NASDAQ trade. If you're in this trade still, I would get out. Like I sold on this wick here when it came down, right? Um, because it could go like this and then come down, or it could just rip down there, touch that, and then go back up. I really feel it's not going to go into here and then come straight down. I think that we're going to get like a either sideways or like a bounce back up. But yeah, it'll likely do this and then go back up, or from here, go back up and then come back down. You can see what we were looking at before was for fair value gaps. There's a fair value gap right at that red line. So that's what I'm saying. But you have the VWAP here as well. So you can see it tried 3 times to go back up there, but it didn't, because there's a lot of the retail traders. They're doing what we just did, right? They're selling because of all this. So yeah. And there it goes. It's starting to go back up. We'll see what happens. I ended up buying a car yesterday. I bought a Model Y, the fast one, whatever it's called. I don't know. I like the X and the S Tesla, but they don't make them anymore. So I got a Model Y. It's kind of the next best thing. I wanted to get a Cybertruck, and my wife was like, "You're not getting that. It looks like a garbage can, like a." I like it though. I think it's kind of cool. My son was like, "Get that, Dad! Come on, get it!" But yeah, I got a Model Y. The what's it called? Performance. So it's really fast. It's like a little kind of little SUV. So I go pick it up tomorrow. Yeah, it's white, and my wife has one too. She's got the long range one, so we'll have like identical cars, except mine will be the a little bit different because it's a kind of a different model. Yeah, your brother has one. Yeah, they're pretty neat. They're like it kind of like a go kart, like when you drive them because the steering wheel's so small. Yeah, it feels like a go kart. So, yeah, we got our little pullback here. It definitely filled the fair value gap. So we just have to wait and be patient. You could take another trade if you get if we see a lot of sideways action. If the body opens above this red line, it'll likely go back up here. I'm surprised if it does do that. I'll kind of be surprised that it didn't take out at least the Tokyo high. Um, but yeah, that's what I'd wait for. Body open above. It's going to show signs that we should trade long. There's no real target here except for previous highs, like where all the liquidity is, right? Or if a body opens, which it looks like it's going up, if a body opens below the line, then that's the trade I'd actually want, is take another short from here. But yeah, it looks like it's going for this liquidity up here now. And that's the hard part about trading Tokyo session is most of the session it'll range, but you get some really nice trades. Uh, and when it trends, it's like, man, you can get some really, really nice trades when it trends. Like it just goes up and keeps on going, or down and keeps on going down. But yeah, you got to kind of be careful with Tokyo or New York session. New York session, a lot of times they'll say like beginner, intermediate people should just stay away from it. But I think if you just like really focus on your risk management, like obviously you guys can tell risk management is the most important thing in trading because that's what I always talk about. But if you just focus on your risk management, like don't let trades go against you, just get out of them. Um, if they go against you, then you'll be fine. You can trade anything. Well, except for New York Open. You don't want to be placing a trade at 9:30 because that's just gambling. You're just guessing. Okay. My wife's pretty good. She's like, "I'm gonna add your car to our insurance." She just messaged me. Okay. So, all right. So it went up, didn't give an entry on the upside, and now we're just waiting for this entry on the downside here. And we got to watch this level. So I'm gonna drop my lot size because I made a lot off that last trade. So I'll just drop it to like 10 lots. And I'm on the 150K account, guys. So dropping my lot size is like, I'll drop to 10 on US50 for a trade that I'm thinking, I need to drop my lot size because I just had a really good trade on that last one. I think to do a withdrawal from the 150K account, you need to make 250 a day for 5 days. I got to look into it. I think, I think that's it. So yeah, we're just waiting here. It doesn't really seem to be respecting the VWAP. It's kind of going right through it. So this next candle, probably our entry for the short. We just have to watch and make sure that it's not actually going up. Like we don't start to see a trend line going like this. If we see that, we can get out at like break even. That sucks. It's coming down so much. 942. So we got another 3 minutes for the Nasdaq setup, and this guy's down here a lot. Okay, I think I'm gonna drop my lots even more and just go 5, and then I'm gonna go for a sell, and I'll just do a really quick one. There. Good thing I dropped my lots. I got in and it went right back up. But yeah, you'd want to wait for a body um, to open below these lines then. So because I'm in such a small lot size, I think I'm going to hold this trade for a bit here, and I'll just take a really wide stop loss on it. Do you think the VWAP is hit and miss? So I got to look at the other chart here. It looks the same as the US30 chart. Like this is the one we're trading on, right? Is this one MYM? Um, no, like it respects the VWAP a lot. Like the Nasdaq respects it a lot more. But you can see here, it's just blasting through it, right? Okay, so if we get a body open above here, I'm going to just get the heck out of this trade because yeah, I shouldn't have taken that. That was a bad, like I pretty much got in here. I hit the button when it was here, but then it got me in down here. But yeah, I think it's just really messing with people. And I think that we're going to come down there. But I'm in such a small lot size that it's minus 90. $97 right now, so it's not that bad. And normally I would have just gotten out of the trade here, but I'm kind of leaving this one a little bit more because I made good profit on the first one. So, but we'll see. I hate it when it does this. It just ranges right at your line in the VWAP and stuff. But let's look at the 15-minute. Yeah, like it looks bearish, right? Got another like this 15-minute candle's new though. That's the problem. So I think if we come back down to my entry point, I think I am going to get out of this trade and try and take a little bit of profit. It's almost at it. It's got a bit more to go. Yeah, it's at $50 of loss right now. So we will see. But yeah, that was a horrible entry. Yeah, but normally I like really like the VWAP for the other sessions. Like it's amazing during London session. It really respects it a lot. And during Tokyo as well with lower liquidity. It's just the liquidity is so high during New York that institutions they just go for a liquidity up and down, right? Okay, I don't like this how slow it's moving now. So this is what it's like when we're stuck in a trade because of just a really bad entry. If it had got in where I clicked the button, I'd be in profit right now, but it's still $30 away from being at break even, and it's pretty much at break even now. So I got to make the decision to get out or not, and I think I'm just going to get out of that trade. Okay. So I got out pretty much break even. I don't know. It's like 30 or $40 of loss here. I'll just show my balance again so you guys can see. I went in there with hardly anything, right? What was I? Um 1760 something, or now I'm 1714 or something like that. So yeah, took a loss on that one, but hardly anything. If I hadn't dropped my lot size, I would have been in big trouble. So that was a loss for me. So one win, mega win, and then one loss. And yeah, when you guys have a mega win like that, where it's like, okay, your daily, what you need to make on your test or not your test phase, your funded account is like, I know for the 50K account, it's 150. And that might be your goal is to make $150 a day in your trading. Then just stop trading if you do it in one trade, right? Like mine, I'm pretty sure it's 250 on the 150K account. And that first trade was like 700 and something dollars or like roughly around there, right? So, you just need to stop trading because there's no point, and a lot of people, they don't stop and they trade on the normal lot size. They don't change their lot size for any, you know, trade. They just leave it at a certain lot size and they just trade on that lot size all, their entire session, and they have a great trade, they're in a bunch of profit, and then by the end of the session they blow it all because they just keep on going, right? So yeah, you just have to kind of think about things really realistic. Like what the heck kind of job would I be in to make $700 in under 10 minutes, right? Like I don't really know what kind of job can do that for you. So I got to just, take it, right? Um I had it in London today. So just oh, okay. So you traded London today? Yeah, I wish I could trade London. London is probably because the New York session has been not that great this year. London is like I think London's the session that everyone should be trading if they can, because it trends normally and it's pretty nice. Okay, so this guy here, what time is this? 9:38. Okay, so it's giving a long maybe, but this is a bad trade because look at the Tokyo top of Tokyo's right there. So it might go do a liquidity sweep and then come right back down. So I'd recommend you drop your lot size with this as well. I'm going to do one lot just because I don't like the trade because I want to take every trade with you guys just so that I'm not sitting here and just saying things and I'm not actually doing it. So if it gives the entry, I'm going to go in with one lot. Um, There, because it's so close, right? Like, it could just wick up and then come right back down, but who knows? It might give us our entry. This guy here is coming down to, the target there. So if you guys didn't get out of the trade just because I've been saying like, "Oh, it's gonna come down, it's gonna come down," but I got out of the trade, right? I would get the heck out of it right now because this was our target, was the top of the Tokyo. Because I know some of you guys, you like to stay in the trades. So, this guy here, you kinda know what I'm thinking. If we get a wick going up there, then I'm going to jump in that. I'm going to try that model. Is as soon as it breaks here, I'm just going to get in the long, drop my lot size to hardly anything, one lot. But you'd want to wait for the body open above the green line if you want like a safer trade, right? So I'm actually going to preset my order on the Nasdaq up here. So if it wicks up there, it'll just get me in a trade. Buy one lot, and then I'm going to preset my take profit, and it'll be $30 a profit if it does it. We'll see, but yeah, I don't think it'll give me that trade because it looks like it's having troubles, and then we might actually get a short. Because lately, yeah, with the Nasdaq guys, you find your opening 15-minute range, and then you can get some good trades within that range. There's no A plus setup in that. It's always high risk trades or very high risk trades, but that seems to be what we're trading a lot. And it okay, now it's in that trade that I just set up, and it's hit the take profit. There you go. Okay. So I know I just kind of talked my way through that, but here I'll show you guys my balance again. It was like $30 a profit or 20 something. You can see little wee because I just did one lot. But that's the model that I'm working on to give us more trades. And then it's basically like a liquidity sweep model because it could just come up to here and then come right back down. And at least you get another trade, right? That has a high probability. Because it's either going to do that, be a liquidity sweep, which is just grabbing liquidity above, or it's going to continue to trend. So this here with the normal model, this would be our entry is this candle here, right? Which this trade is high risk. So you can take it if you want. Um, I just did 3 trades, so I'm probably not going to take it. I'm going to actually wait for a body to open above the green line, so above this green box, and that'll be like a safer position because this is the high. If we go back here, this is 7 p.m. last night, the ninth, right? Yeah. And then so you can see that's the high. So this could be a liquidity sweep of this. Like all the institutions sending price up here because everyone has their stop losses set up there for their short positions. Okay. So that's likely what they're doing. And that's why I said that's like a high risk trade, right? So I'm adding that to the VIP lives is if we get that type of trade, we can take it. Like I'll start calling them out because I think in this market with all this like ranging and stuff, I think that that's the way to go. And then we actually get like more trades and I know it's fun when there's like 6 or 7 trades called over the hour and not 4 like this entire week. It's kind of crazy. Okay, this thing here is just ranging like crazy, so I would stay away from that. Yeah, it kind of hit our target. Like this was our target, right? Was the top of that. So we could probably just even stop thinking about it. This guy here looks like it's a liquidity sweep. We'll see. If we get a body open below this green line, then it'll probably be a nice short position. So we can look for targets for that. And there it goes. Yeah, probably right about here. Okay. So the only thing we'd have to watch for here is if it forms a trend line and then actually goes up. But I think we could take this trade from here to here, but we want to wait for that body to open below the green line. Or you could wait even longer and see if it goes sideways for a bit. But I'm pretty sure that's the liquidity sweep of the previous high there. And it's actually getting close to our target. So I'm going to do one lot again and get in here pretty soon. Okay, so I think I'll take that. I'll do a sell in the NASDAQ and it's instantly in profit, which is nice. It's hanging around there. And you could take profit anytime. Like it's creating equal lows. So, however you feel about things, but likely we're going to come down here. It's moving nicely. It's slow and it's like, it's not just bouncing back up and going sideways. But yeah, at equal lows, guys, you can always take profits, right? Because it'll always normally come back up and then go back down. And it could just range sideways here. And we'll see. So it's in a bit of profit still. And you can see these wicks, right? Like this one's the lowest, and then they keep on getting higher and higher. So it's kind of telling you to get out of the trade. And then this one's a doji here, a doji candle. So maybe I get out of this trade. I just take a little bit of profit or break even. Okay, there, I got out of it. And it gave me like $3 of profit because I was in there hardly anything. But yeah, if you guys sold right now, you'd make a lot more. There, a little bit, a little bit of messing around. Okay, so this wick here is actually good. That one's nice. It's lower than these ones. So it's still showing signs it wants to come down, but yeah, I'd get it. I'd get out of that trade. Like when I said you guys should get out. I think that's a good point. You would have made a bit there, but yeah, it's just messing with people. So that's the fourth trade, which was a profit, but I'm gonna say that's break even because what did I make on it? Like $3 or something? Like hardly anything. So I'll just say break even. But yeah, it did give us a bunch of opportunity to take some actual profit. And then now we're back up here. So yeah, reading the candles, guys. Like that's how I knew to get out of that trade was just by reading the candles. Um, I think at this candle here, it was creating like kind of like a steps up, like the wicks were starting to go up on us. And then this one here dropped down, basically took out the liquidity from these two. And then it had a pull back, grab some liquidity from up here. We're still probably going to come down here, but we need to watch and see where the body opens on this next one. So let's really zoom in here. And if it opens above this line, it could take off and go up. If it opens below the green line, it could continue down. So right now, it's kind of like no one knows, right? It's kind of creating like a little wedge there. So with fundamentals of trading patterns, the people that just trade trading patterns, which I don't, guys, I trade levels. They're looking at this and they're looking at that there's a little wedge here on the 1 minute channel, or sorry, 1 minute chart. And if we continue to go to sideways, they're just going to randomly click buy because this is a what's it called? Pendant, symmetrical pendant, or something like that. I forget the name of it. But anyways, they're thinking it's gonna go up, or you could call it like a bull flag, or, it kinda looks like that, right? Like a little mini one. But yeah, a lot of people will be thinking about that because, it's a pretty popular trading model, is just to memorize the different patterns that the candles make and then trade based upon them. I find that trading with levels is more predictable and it's easier to learn and understand. So that's why I teach levels in the course. And the fair value gaps is your targets, right? Okay. So US 30 still is giving us nothing. It's like, it's saying don't trade me. And then gold is going to give a short opportunity. It looks like if we break below here, we've got all this down here. So it could come down to this level down there. So that's something that we could watch. And I think I'll take this trade, this gold trade. I'm going to drop my lot size for it as well. So I'll do like 3 lots in gold because I don't want to just give my profits back. There's no point to do that. But yeah, we have to wait for the body to open below this black line. This area here is the target. Okay. It'll likely come into the box because gold likes to go back to, which I'm calling this an order block. Like, you can call it whatever you want. Some people call them order blocks. That's kind of what I like to name it, as an order block, where price got, bunched up. It'll probably come back into that to grab liquidity if we get a body open below here. So that's my next little thing I'm thinking about. And I think we have 2 new VIP members that came in last night, guys. So, I just wanna say this, is that, I kinda really don't want you guys to be trading if you haven't been through the course, because even just listening to me talk might be kinda confusing for you, especially if you're new. But if you've, traded before and you understand how to buy and sell, like, just I highly recommend go through the course. The models that I teach in the course are really, really simple. Like, I've made it for people that are like, what is trading, right? All the way to maybe not super advanced, but like kind of beginner, intermediate, and then maybe a little bit above intermediate. But someone that's been profitable for like a decade, I don't know how much value they'd get through for the course there. But still, like, we have people trading with us, guys, that have been trading longer than me. Um, and they just enjoy like being a part of a community and knowing that, I'm going live every day and stuff like that. So, yeah, and I'm thinking one day, guys, it's going to be not just me um doing this, but we'll have like a whole bunch of people calling out trades and like in the chat and stuff like that. Um would be pretty awesome. Like, if you see something in gold or you see something in the Nasdaq, but we're looking at, gold or whatever, then you could call that out there. Okay, so this is messing with people. It's not really giving us our short opportunity. This is going sideways as well. The Nasdaq, like, it's not giving us a trade, right? We don't want to take a long from here. We want to take a long from up here. So buying from up here and then shorting pretty much from around this area. Now we'd have to short is a body open below here. But if you get a body open below here, it could wick all the way down to there. So yeah, there's not really a good trade here. We still have 25 minutes. We've done our 4 trades today. So that's pretty awesome, is that we might get out of this weird 4 trades a day over this week, guys. We've had 4 trades every single day. And you can see, I'm not trying to give you 4 trades. I'm trying to give you like whatever I see. Here, it just happens to be 4 trades every day this week, which is really strange because the previous couple months we've had like, on average, it's been, well, we had one other week where we had Monday 4 trades, Tuesday 4 trades, Wednesday 4 trades, Thursday 5 trades, and then Friday 3 trades. That's been like the lowest trading so far. Um, of trades, but most of the time it's 6 trades a day is what I'm seeing, like 5 to 6, and then sometimes we get 7 trades. I always write them down on just a piece of paper, and then, later on, I go and jot everything down in my journal. Yeah, no trades, guys. It's, everything's going sideways, US30 going sideways. There's nothing we can do here. Like, if we get into a trade, we are 100% gambling right now, right? Like, we're clicking buy and sell, we don't know. This is buyers and sellers, retail traders. I think I've said this the last 3 days. They're clicking buy and sell. So they're doing like what I'm telling you not to do. They're just randomly clicking buy and sell. And yeah, you don't want to do that. That's how you blow accounts. And really, like, look at this. If I was to click buy or sell, where am I putting my like mental stop loss? Like, where do I get out of the trade? If I do a sell, like, logically, I'd be like, okay, I want to at least be out of my trade if a body opens above this red line, right? That's pretty far away from the entry if we were to enter down here in our sell, right? Like on a pullback, that's what people are thinking. Oh, I'm just going to sell when it pulls back, or sorry, when it goes up, I'm going to sell, kind of thing, right? So, and then if you're in a long, where do you put your stop loss? Your mental stop loss, I guess, down here somewhere. So yeah, it's gambling, guys. When it's going sideways and you're clicking buy or sell, you're just gambling. Okay, but we can see this here. This is the 932, like the 2 minutes of open. This red line and green line. This is super, super strong. In US 30, the volume, the most volume of the day, unless there's red folder news at a different time, is the first 2 minutes from 930. Believe it or not, 2 minutes, guys, gives you the volume, the most volume throughout the entire day of the candles, right? Is in the first 2 minutes. Is crazy. The NASDAQ is in the first 15 minutes. Gold, I don't really trade gold enough to know all that kind of stuff in it, but it's probably somewhere during the open, right? I just don't know how many minutes it is. But yeah, US 30 is 2 minutes. Crazy. And it's the institutions getting in their positions, taking out liquidity. They throw it up, they throw it down. Yeah, sorry there's so much blah, blah, blah today, guys. It's just there's nothing here, right? It's kind of like, and I don't want to sit here and just be like a genie and just sit here and do nothing. So we got to kind of just hang out. And this is the time I know when people start to drop off is when I've done my 3 trades, they've taken the 3 trades with me. And and then I start saying, "There's no trades, we gotta wait," because there's 15 people watching now. I think there was 19 there within the first like 10 minutes when we started. But yeah, that's what I want you guys to do is just, like I said at the start, like I made all my money that I needed to make today on the first trade. So if you did the same thing, then yeah, you can go. Like go, do your day, right? Because it's 10 a.m. So we still have a lot left in the day here. Well, where I am. I know some of you guys, it's like nighttime for you. Okay, so I'm kind of keeping my eye on the NASDAQ here. If we get a body open below this line, this is obviously really, really strong support. But yeah, if we get a body open below here, I'm pretty confident it's going to come down to there, or it could come down to the VWAP. If we get to the VWAP, it could come all the way down to the bottom of the Tokyo range. I think overall, the trend today, I think that we will be down here in the NASDAQ. US 30, that's kind of a tough one to say. But if we look at the higher time frames, yeah, I kind of feel it could take out the Tokyo low as well. Uh, yeah, I think US 30 might be the better trade for us, is US 30 than the NASDAQ there. Yeah, see, now it's all the way back up here. Okay. The NASDAQ is showing signs on the higher time frames that it's bullish, right? It wants to go up, but it's just really struggling. So that US 30 short, I think, is a little bit better than the Nasdaq here because they're everything's just going sideways. But the question is where do you get into this short? I think okay, so you can see right here at the top of that Tokyo, I think a body open below, so pretty much where it is right now. If we get a body open below here, then I think that's the next trade is a short position. It's not going to be that big, like just right to about this fair value gap here, like pretty much halfway through. But yeah, if it comes down to here, it'll probably go down to the bottom of the range, and then you've got more fair value gaps through here. But this would be the target for this quick little trade, and that's going to get us out of this rut that we're in for 4 trades a day if we get the entry. So a body open in this area here. Okay. I'll get my chart set up. I'm going to do 5 lots on this one, guys. So that'd be like doing 1 lot or so on a 50K account or like 2 or whatever. And we can add our trend line. And I think it's safe to say, oh, it's almost at the target. I think it's safe to say we can just get in that trade. I think. Yeah, it's there. Oh, okay. I'm going to take a quick profit on this trade. It's like almost at the target. Oh, man, it keeps on just bouncing around. Okay. I'm out of there. So I took really quick profits just at that black line. So I'll show my you guys knew to get out at the black line, right? It'll continue going down, I think, but this is just a safe spot to take your profits. The entry was kind of, bad because it moved down a lot, but I'm pretty much at like where I was after that first trade. 1762. So yeah, it's a profitable trade, but hardly any lot size, right? So hardly any profit on them. And then yeah, it's pretty much might go sideways here. We'll see what happens, but that's a pretty good sell. Quick trade. I would have liked to get in where it is now though. Like if a body had opened around here, it would have been better. But yeah, I could just do this and then come down. And we still have, 17 minutes or so in this session. So we might actually get another trade out of this. This guy here is still telling us not to trade. So the model for the NASDAQ is if you have a body open above this top of the Tokyo range there, the green box, you could go for a long position. And then this is our short position, would be a body open below this black line, which would be the same thing as this. Like you're hardly getting any, like it'd be a really small move, right? And I don't really want this trade, the long position, just because I feel it's going to do better if it comes down. Yeah, and I just don't like how it's sticking. It's just sticking around and going sideways. Let's glance at gold again. So gold's doing the same thing. It's just a mess around day today. Remember when Fridays were awesome? Like a year ago? Now they feel like a Monday now. They're just like boring and like slow. Okay, so body open below this line. We could take a short position. Okay. Oh, I got to mark down. We did 5 trades. So we broke our curse, our 4 trade curse. And that one's moving pretty damn good. Yeah, it's moving too much. Okay. I don't think we should jump in that. That's way too much, guys. It's moving. And you don't know it's going to do that, eh? So you can't just randomly click sell because it could, you know, you could click sell and then it could reverse on you right away. But yeah, the target for this is basically the bottom of that box. It'd be really nice if it went back up and then we could get in, but I don't wanna enter something like that. I don't wanna tell you guys to do that and then everyone loses their money that they made because we're at 5 trades. Trade number 2 was the loss, and then trade number 4 I marked down as a break even, but it was a profit. There, so that hit the, overall bottom of the Tokyo pretty much. So we could see something like this. This trade's off the table now, guys. I wish we had have, been able to get into there, but just it moved too fast to take it. Um, yeah, this guy's just really messing with people, the Nasdaq. Just really sideways. Gold, maybe it's gone down. No, gold's still at the same spot. See, look how fast it moves back up. Very quick. Okay. And we have 15 minutes left. So we probably will get another trade. If we don't get another trade, it just continues going sideways. Like there's this gold trade here eventually, right? Body open below here, comes down. This is where I'd want to sell roughly in this area, with an understanding that it could come all the way down to here. Okay. So if it comes, gives us our entry, comes down here, and then it wicks into the box, I know likely it's going to go to the bottom of the box if it wicks right into it, right? But if it comes down here and then stops and then starts to show signs that it wants to do a reversal, I'd get the heck out of the trade, right? Like really pay attention to the wicks on the candles and just, what the candles are telling you. Like they're going to tell you what's going to happen. So that's how I know not to just randomly click buy or sell here because I'm looking at the candles, right? Like we were back here. Like imagine if here, like a lot of people, guys, a lot of retail traders, they're clicking buy through here and they just like blew their accounts through all this. Okay. So this line here, we got to take it off. It's no longer needed there. So it took out the Tokyo low. So now we could actually run all the way back up here to this red line, and it could actually give us a long position from the red line to the green line, or the VWAP. Let's just look at this. So yeah, you've got a fair value gap pretty much at the VWAP there. So I'd put that guy there and just kind of see what happens here. What I don't want is we get a body open there and then it just ranges here again because you can see that's pretty much where it ranged. But yeah, it should come up to there. And then if it shows signs of weakness here, we could actually take a short again. But with the understanding that this is already taken out the Tokyo low. So right now, people that are price action traders, they're not trading. They're like, I'm done, right? Because it's taken out highs, it's taken out lows of the range, and it's taken out the Tokyo low as well. So a lot of people have stopped trading US 30 and they're calling it a day or they're looking at something different. And gold sideways, NASDAQ still sideways. Oh, geez. At least we broke our curse, our 4 trade a day curse over this week. We got 5 trades. I got to look at my wife's message. She sent me a message. I saw something. It's about the insurance for the new car. And I was at work and couldn't pick up. Insurance left them. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so it did this and it didn't give us our entry. Uh, this guy's touching there. Yeah, so this trade here is off the table, guys. Like it didn't give us the entry model. It just like came right down, like broke right down. So we have to get rid of that line. there. And even if a body opens below here, that's a very, very high risk trade because it came down and took out the pretty much like almost hit that fair value gap. So it could continue coming down. It's just really high risk now. But if you want to take some high risk trades, you could short the NASDAQ right now. US30 is going to give us this long entry here. This is probably a better trade. Okay, it's the same, actually the same thing. There's just the opposite. Like look at all this and then look at all this. So you could pick any one you want. You could pick this one, go short. You could pick this one, go long. They're both very high risk trades. The time of the day, 10, 20. Um there, but yeah, you could pick any one you want. Pretty much on the next candle, right? That opens there. This one's definitely going to give an entry model. And this guy, you'd want to wait for the body to open above the red line. So I think I'll just take one just because I am talking about it. So I'll take one of them. There's the NASDAQ. So we'll take the NASDAQ one really quick. Oh my God, it gave such a bad entry. It's it's in profit, but it's such a bad entry. So I've got my take profit right there. It hit it there. Did it get? Yeah, it got me out of the trade. Okay. So it took profit at the VWAP. Well, my trade, that's where I put my take profit. So one lot, just really small. But yeah, um, I guess it made 20 bucks or something or around there. I don't know. Anyways, I showed my balance at the start. You can see that. Or you can watch yesterday's video. I showed my balance at the end of that one. So this guy here, we could come all the way down here, but there's probably a fair value gap here that's going to bounce off and go back up. And this guy still didn't give the entry for the long position. Oh, I got to write down 6 trades, guys. That feels better. That's kind of back to the normal with our trading. So let's look for a fair value gap here. Yeah, there's one right there, which it kind of pretty much hit. A little wee one. There's a little wee space there, right? From here to here, it's a little space. So that's probably what it hit. And then now it's probably just going to fight the VWAP. If you get a body open below this, we're going to go down here, likely. And this guy here, he's still on the table. If we get a body open above here, this is a very high risk trade. But we could find a target over here. I don't think there was any targets, right? Fair value gaps. Yeah, there's nothing. So it's just going to go for liquidity then. So it's either going to go for here or the green line. So we could put like these equal candles, right? Let's look at the Hintaki Ashi candle. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, so either to there or all the way up to this green line is likely what it's going to do. Do I want to take that trade? If I take that trade, I'm doing 7 trades, and that's way over trading. I think I'm going to wait. I'll just wait and see. This guy's showing signs that he wants to go back up. So I think I will take this US30 trade. So I'm going to do a buy in US30. And then this is my target is around this black line up there. And this is like way over trading. So not very good. Okay. That just went against me. I made 20 bucks in US30 on the US30. So let's hope this doesn't come down now because you never know. Going sideways here. It's at minus 30 bucks. I should have dropped my lot size more. It's at 5 lots. But and also We've got, you see where the VWAP is here? On the actual MYM chart, it's at the VWAP. Like, this is the chart we're trading on, right? This is the chart that we're charting on. So this guy, okay, I really don't like this candle here. I think I'm just gonna get it. I'm gonna get out of this trade. Okay. I got out of that trade. I don't want to lose any more. So took a 70, is actually like an $80 loss on that. Just a bad trade went against me. There you go. And I even said, I'm like, I'm over trading now. I shouldn't be trading. But yeah, so I gave $70 back, but I ended up with $700 of profit today. Or not 700, like 640 or something like that. But anyways, that's 7 trades. So seventh trade was a loss there. And that's definitely it for today for the trades, guys. Like, we have 5 minutes left. And with that seventh trade, I was like, I'm over trading now. I shouldn't be doing this. But it did look good. Like, when this candle here opened, it looked pretty good. It looked like it was going to go up, and then it just, gave a neutral candle, that candle, doji candle, and then came back down. We've got this here, which is very, very strong. So we got to get rid of that line there. But all through here, this is extremely strong through there. So it could just go sideways here, right? Um, this one here also going sideways, right? So yeah, the charts are basically saying just don't trade, just hold off and wait. And yeah, guys, if you're trading and you're beginner and you're actually doing a test phase with a firm, I wouldn't, like, don't focus on the money. Focus on just, you know, if you're nervous about things and your heart's pounding when you're in a trade and stuff like that, drop your lot size. There's no time limit to it. You can take like 6 months to pass a test phase if you want. Like, think about it. You paid $100 for a test phase that you can get access to for a 50K account, 50K, right? Would you take an hour a day to learn a skill that could, like, completely change your life, pay $100 for your test phase, and then, well, whatever these VIP lives are, they're 47 bucks a month or whatever, and then get access to $50,000, even if it takes you like 6 months to do? Like, I think any sane person would be like, yeah, that's a great deal, right? Is to learn a skill that can totally change your life, that's costing you $100 to do a test phase, and you get access to $50,000. And you can't, like, it's really freaking hard to go wrong if you trade on one lot, right? Because it gives you enough time to, like, learn and, like, master stuff. Your heart's not pounding like crazy if you're trading on one lot. And when things go wrong, they don't really go that wrong. Like, you can let them completely go wrong and maybe you lose $150 if you do way too many trades and you have way too many losses, right? So yeah, and $150 when you can lose $2,000 is not, that's like nothing really when you think about it, right? Like, these trades that I was taking, I was dropping my lot size. The NASDAQ, I was trading on one lot. The US30, I was trading on five. And my losing trades were, the last one was the worst, which was $70 on the 5 lots in US30. And then the second trade there was a loss as well. I think I took like $30 or $40 of loss on that one. So really, it's like, it's nothing, right? So yeah, the consistency, there's no consistency rule when you pass the test phase, but during the test phase, you have a consistency rule. But, like, if you're not, like, if you're taking longer than, say, a week to pass your test phase, you don't have to really think about the consistency rule. The consistency rule is there for people that are, like, straight up gambling and they're winning, like, they're passing it, say, within a week, and they have one day where they made $1,500 or $2,000 or something, and then the rest of the days they're, like, losing money, and then they're making 200 bucks or 100 bucks or something like that. Uh, that's really what the consistency is for, so that they don't have to have those kind of traders that are just randomly clicking buy and sell and gambling. Because some people do get lucky, guys, and they'll pass, like, within, whatever the minimum is, I think 3 days or something, just by clicking buy and sell and holding. Uh, Yeah, but once you pass, there's no consistency rule. Basically, you make 150 dollars a day for 5 days. So it doesn't have to be like day 1 you make 150, day 2 you make 150, day 3 and so on for 5 days. It's like you could make 150 1 week and then the next week make 150 2 days out of that week and then the next week, make 150 2 more days or whatever and then you have your 5 days and then you can do a withdrawal. So that's why I'm saying like don't worry about oh, I need to make $500 a day or I need to make, even like I wouldn't even really think like I need to make 150 day. Like I would just think like I need to be safe in my trading, right? And if your heart is like pounding, it means you're trading on too many lots for like the experience that you have. Like I have no problem trading on 30 lots or 50 lots in US30 or like 20 like I did a trade I think yesterday on 28 lots in the Nasdaq and it was like nothing. Like my heart wasn't pounding or anything like that. It's just because I've like traded for so long, right? You just get used to it. So yeah, the best thing to do is just if you have that feeling, is just drop your lot size and just understand there's no you don't have to do it and pass within a week or a month even, right? You can take months to pass. And the worst thing is failing buying another test phase and then failing that and buying another test phase and it's just like you're just throwing money away when there's no point, right? Where you could have just slowed down and then, you're only paying $100 kind of thing. Like that's kind of how I think about it. So, it's 10:31 now, guys. There's no trade that I could even call for after the session. Let's look at gold. Gold is still like this was our trend line that we had for gold that we're kind of waiting. We were waiting for it to break. It actually gave us like a long position here. So we've got the VWAP there. That's something I would look at in gold is what happens around the VWAP. Gold, as you can see, it kind of respects the VWAP when it's trending and stuff. I don't know why this line's up here. It's an old line, but that's what I'd be watching is around the VWAP. If it shows signs of weakness, then you could get in into some short positions below this line. If we ever get below this line, you could take a short and just do that trade setup that I was talking about when I was talking about gold the whole time there. And yeah, that's basically it. But pretty much now it's telling us like just stay out, just don't trade. You made some profit, just keep it, kind of thing like that, right? Okay. So that's it for me today, guys. It's today Saturday or sorry, Friday. Yeah, it's Friday today. So we're not doing the live tomorrow because the market's closed. So I guess I'll see you guys. And on Sunday, I can't do the Q&A. Holy smokes. Look at US30. It just crashed. Um, I can't do the Q&A session that I normally do on Sundays at 8 p.m. because if we're going on vacation, I'm going to be driving at that time. So, yeah, I'm going to have to miss that, but I'll see you guys on Monday at the same time. I'll be in the hotel room and I might actually be outside on the like balcony area because I'm pretty sure my wife's going to be sleeping. My son's probably going to be outside with me or whatever. So, and then my mom will probably be sleeping as well because she lives in BC and she's 3 hours behind us. So she might be sleeping as well. So, yeah, I might be outside for the VIP live. So we'll see how that goes and I'm sure it'll be fine. So I'll see you guys on Monday at 9:30 a.m. EST. See you there.